Hello everybody, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this Monday I have for you video one on a card model I'm working on now. I decided to work on some paper models a little bit in between builds. That'll keep me going. I gotta work on some paper models, keep my chops up, guys. They've been haunting me now for the past month. And I gotta get them done. And only way to get them done is start building them is like you do anything else. So I got a lot of stuff coming your way. As to the Skyhawk, I had the final reveal for that. That was long overdue. I had that done a long time ago, but work prevailed. I can get a little tuckered out once in a while, and so got time for that. So I should have the final reveal for that one day this week and be all finished. And I'll start getting hot of that Galvin. They're done. Then I'll go up and start working on that AD right there and my Corsair. I can always bounce on back on those in time. Don't matter. But I like to get as much as I can done before I get back on ships. I'm talking about ships. I don't know if I announced it on the last video. That was the Hong Kong Models V25 final reveal. Yeah. My USS Trumpeter. Trumpeter. Good God. My USS Hornet by Trumpeter, which it was a Trumpeter. It's called I Love Kit. I think Trumpeter makes that. I guess the Orientals do the same thing that we do. They nab each other's molds and rebox it under their name. Anyway, it says, I Love Kit, 1/200 scale USS Hornet. And it gives you a complete 16 B-25 air wing. I think that kit was more or less directed on the Doolittle raid more than the Battle of Midway and the Battle of Santa Cruz. It's got aircraft for the Battle of Midway, only 2. They give you 2 TBDs. No, it's like 4. No. I think it's 2. 2 apiece. 2 F4F Wildcats, 2 SBD Dauntlesses, and 2 TBD Devastators. That's your Battle of Midway. So that small air wing that they give you on that carrier, you can always display it using those aircraft as what's left of the launch, or preparing aircraft on top of the flight deck, getting ready to launch. But they gave you the whole complete, the 16 B-25. Those B-25s about like that. They're so they're very airbrush friendly compared to 1/350 scale ones. They're big, and it comes in about it's the kit itself. And so I'm going to be starting on that probably this winter time. Okay. This is the one I'm working on right now. This is old Annie. This is the AVRO Anson. I think came from 506 Squadron, 206 Squadron, Royal Air Force, Royal Air Force, and RAAF, a 148 scale. Model seems like needs a little bigger 148 scale, maybe just because it's printed the size on it, 11x17 stock. I've got right here, 11 inches here to there, 17 inches from top to bottom. I got the files. Is anybody interested in getting one of these? I can always give you the files for this. You can go ahead and burn them off on your computer, or if you don't have a friend, if you don't have a printer friendly, like I don't, just take it down to Kinko's or Office Max, and they'll blow you up one I got right here. Burn the CD first. So burn that CD off your files and take it down there, and they'll blow it up for you. Come out like this. One thing good about the CD, you can print as many as you want. Till you got a whole, till you blacken the ceilings full of them. Okay, here she is right here. I've been on this about 3 days. That's the AVRO Anson right here. Oh, Annie. Instead of giving you a detailed interior inside, this is just a regular card model that's free. I got this off of papermodelers.com. They got the download section right there. I got two of these. They got one with the trainer version, which is all yellow down here. And up here is traditional dark earth and dark green. I got a fill in the nose cone area right here, which is here. And tie up and completely tie up this windshield using put the windshield back and put the canopy on. It'd be okay. I cut this out, run the spars through there, hook up the wings, and the wings right here are here. And a sheet of paper. Looks nice. Came out pretty good. Gotta have a lot of patience with these things. Always use a teaspoon like that for burnishing your seams, like I do right here. Always smooth up those seams. Keep nice and smooth. It softens up those fibers there, and they really start to look real good. Start to really feather in quite well. I should have used connector strips inside there so they won't butt outside, but this kit was designed to butt outside instead of inside. Okay, when I finish that, I'll probably work on this here too. This is another car kit. I've had this for years. This is the Ferry Battle. Is there a top of the cover of this thing or what? There goes Sleepy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Must have lost the jacket cover to it. Ah, here it is. The old Ferry Battle. Here's the wings, the fuselage empanages, the sections, and they give you already done printed cardstock for your formers. I think these jelly kits come from Australia. Geely kits. There's some more of the wings right there. There's the canopy. Looks like your seats, your internal sections. You got your seats there. They're nice kits. They're a kit of their own. I got that going. And I have another one here I'm going to be working on. I got a card model of the Ferry Swordfish torpedo bomber, 133 scale. There's the wings to it and everything. I think I might work on that. Yeah, the kipper in it, everything. There's a fuselage to it. Yeah, that's now AN2. That's 148 scale. Real nice kit. Go back there's your formers right there. All the red areas means He's got to be doubled over because they're formers. Real nice kit. Here's one I'm toying with right now. Just messing around. Making this 148 scale. This is a D. I think it's a Fokker D7. I think it is. Yeah. I'll look at the fuselage done already. There's a bottom wing which fits about here. Top wing there. Here's the base that goes on, and all your struts. Make sure you add those struts with cardboard, light cardboard. Make it stronger. I got this as free download. Let's see what else I got going on here. That's about it. Oh, yeah. So I'll be working on the Anson and try to get that all done, and working on a few others too as I go along. And I'm going to be finishing this up tonight too. But my SR 45 Princess Flying Boat 172nd scale, my 3D pen kit I got from Toshihiko from Japan. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wet sand all this bond that we got on top of here. I already sand down one skin. I just want to open that back over again with some more putty right here. They don't need it. I just want to make sure this is nice and it's all there. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to start working on the wings tonight. Get the wings going. I'm the only one on the internet that's got one of these flying boats. I don't think nobody in the world's got one but me and Toshihiko. This is a big airplane, 172nd scale. Believe it or not, he makes one 148 scale. Whew. Can you imagine how big it is compared to this thing? Like you look at something maybe about this much bigger, and that much higher. Too much of an airplane. So I'm gonna be working on this tonight too. Keep me going. Yeah. So on the Skyhawk, it's almost done there. All I gotta do is just paint this, like I say, the slats and the flaps red. It's all done. And go ahead and finish up the stencils. And she's 100% finished. I'll get that off to you. Oh yeah, I meant to show you this. I forgot about that. I found this out in my storage, and I almost cried when I picked this thing up. Man. 100%. I haven't built this thing. I had this model since I was probably, how old was I? Came out in 1956. I would be, what, 8, 9, 10? I was 11 years old then. Yeah. I was 11 years old in 1956. And back then, the only plastic B-25 that was the old off-scale Revell B-25. They had so much inaccuracies in that thing. And when I was about 10, 11 years old, I was a little guy, you know. I was very small. I wasn't a very big boy or big man back then. I was small. And my dad was in the Navy. My father came home from, from leave. And he went to the hobby shop on my birthday. He pulled behind his back and he says, "Close your eyes, son, and stick out your hands like this." Okay. Plunk. Wow. Open them. There it was. Oh, wow. This thing's big. It's 1/48 scale. It wasn't sealed back then. It came with original paper back then. This is probably the first time I opened this thing up in maybe 60 years or longer. There it is. I know that. That's what they did back in the days. They always put paper in there. Well, I don't know how these decals look, but I'm going to put some decal bonder on them anyway. There's a fuselage right there. Man, that's the first thing I touched this kit. Oh, God. I don't know if I should cry right now. Man, it goes no filler at all, hardly. Man, amazing. And one thing about this kit, except this, oh, wow, look at this. Oh, my God, that stand. These are worth their weight in gold, too. And the cockpit right here. Oh. I'll tell you one thing. I was never too keen on Aurora, but I think Aurora nailed this Mitchell down pretty good. I mean, they must have really had the actual plans of this thing. Back in a lot of you modelers out there, especially you young fellows out there, don't know the history of these models like I do, because I lived them. I lived the life when they first came out. And instructions, man, unbelievable. Anyway, like I was saying, that when this kit came out, the B-25s were still being used in the Air Force. They're used as utility planes and also used as transports. And I imagine Aurora got a hold of the plans of this thing. I compared this with the Revell Mitchell. This thing is pretty spot on. I mean, the net cells are big, but the Revell ones seem like to me they're just too stoners. They didn't look, there's something about the Revell one that didn't look right. And when I got that my birthday, boy, I tell you, I was really in tears. I finally got me a big ass Mitchell. It was big. I think it was like my hand, huge, big. That was the biggest one that ever was made at the time. The Monogram made one too, 1/4 inch scale out of wood. Okay, that's enough of that nostalgia right there. I'm getting kind of teared over that B-25 right there. I thought maybe you guys would get a good jolt out of that thing. I know I did. I just finished up the big one a while ago. I ain't going to build that one. If I haven't built it over 60-something years ago, I'm not going to build it now. I'm not going to let it collect money and stuff. It just knows it just means a lot to me. My father bought it for me. Sentimental value. That's actually how I price this thing. Sentimental value. That's one price tag that you cannot overdo. Okay, that's about it, guys. I figured I haven't been on the video so long. The reason I've been on Annie for a while, and Annie knows I've been working on her. I'm constantly burnishing all the time, making sure I stabilize it straight. It is. I'm very picky in card models. I got to make sure they look like plastic. If they ain't looking like plastic, I'm not very happy. I get to look at them and good, beautiful. That's nice and straight. You don't get straight on that. The only thing that gets straight on this is this right here. I use that all the time, especially cutting straight lines. Okay, that's about it, fellas. That's all I can offer you for today. So stay posted. I have the final bill on the scooter. I'll have her done. I'll be taking around some more on this little D7 card model I got. I'm having a little blast with tinkering with that for a while. But tonight I'm going to be, at this video is over with, I'm going to go ahead and start sanding down the filler off this off the fences. I'm going to start assembling the wings. Or I just go ahead and assemble the wings and worry about this later. It's getting kind of dark outside. I don't want to take it outside and do it, not in this trailer. So I think it'd be a good rule of thumb right there if I just go ahead and assemble the wings here and worry about that tomorrow. That'd be a better idea. Glad I thought about that, old Frankie. Okay, I'm quite sure there's something else here I need to show you. And I say no now. And later there's a God damn, I should have showed him this, but I got this I gotta finish up on. That's my 80s Sky Raider Rebel, my gimmick model. It comes with little figures right there. Yeah, I love this little AD. That thing does everything but fly, guys. Dive brakes work, elevators work, ailerons work, landing gear goes up and down, the wings fold like the real ones. And I got to do some putty work around there and sand that wing down. I got a lot of sanding to do. So I got enough work to keep me busy. So when winter gets here, I'm gonna start being on my ships. I'm gonna get the LB1 going too. So I'm gonna start getting that thing all finished up. Put that out in the water next year. I want to get that thing behind me, get her in the water. I already got the motor installed already. So I'm going to kind of pilling around here and there, guys, and making decisions what I'm going to do. I'm going with the weather. I said, well, I'm tired of spitting water out of my airbrush, so that's what kind of made the decision to go to card model. And maybe when it starts cooling down a little bit, no more humidity, it'll quit all the time. I hate that. It aggravates the hell out of me, especially when I'm with an airbrush in my hand. And you too. So I'll be working on the Zanny. And we'll get the final reveal for that scooter, the A4 Skyhawk. Okay, that's about all for the day, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get some supper going right now. I haven't had my dinner yet, so I'm going to go and prepare it and come back and upload this video for y'all to see. And I'm going to start working on the presses. Get the wings done that thing. All I'll do is plug it in. It's ready to go. Okay, I'm out of here. This is it for the for the AVRO Anson. My little B-25 by Aurora. I'm also the host of the card models I'll be working on too. And so stay posted for those builds coming your way, guys. And we got a lot of things coming your way. So this is Frankie Day Model signing off. Make Mama happy. Take care of your little ones. Take care of yourselves. God love you all. Stay healthy. Beware of your surroundings. Spend wisely. Stay focused when you drive. And say your prayers. And God bless you guys. I love you guys. And we'll see you in the next video. This is Frankie Day Model signing off. We'll catch you on the next vid.